Hello there. Thanks for stopping by. So I just wanted to show off my newest hoarding acquisition. This is an old file cord cabinet, and I think this is safe to say this is at least from the 40s, because down at the bottom and behind some of the drawers there was some paperwork stuck in there from the 1946. So this is definitely an old piece. There's also another indication it's quite old. These handles are actually brass, and then these little label holders are brass too. And this thing is heavy, like probably weighs over 200 pounds for sure. It takes two guys to get it onto the back of a truck. So this is another Facebook Marketplace acquisition. And as always, kind of a funny story, but I was just browsing through there. The guy had an ad for a big Pepsi sign. So I was looking at that. I wasn't super interested in the Pepsi sign. But then in his picture, off to the right, there was just a little glimpse of this thing. He had it sitting outside his garage. He's got a walkway between his garage and his house, so he had the Pepsi sign. And this thing was just barely in the picture. So I sent him a message there. I said, hey, not really interested in that Pepsi sign, but what's the deal with that file cabinet? So it turns out, of course, he was trying to sell this too. So he got back to me and said, hey, yeah, that's a nice unit. So I'm trying to sell it, but because I just got no room for it. I got to get rid of it. It's just sitting there right in front of my house there. So he says, hey, make me a lowball offer. I said, well, it's the wrong thing to say. So of course I sent him an offer of 150 bucks, and he said no. He says, I know I asked for a low offer, but that's way too low. So back and forth. Anyways, I got it for 200 bucks, which, I think is a pretty good deal. He was trying to get like 500 bucks for in the first place. But these are, well, other than they look pretty neat, they're really good for storage too. This one's got like 22 drawers in it. The drawers are nice and deep. And like I say, this guy's very, very well made. Now, of course, just when I was trying to get things back on track in here and get organized and clean it out a bit, a new edition, but I've got to figure out, got to start a new policy. Something new comes in, something old has to go. So just kind of looking around here, seeing what I can eliminate. So there's a couple of candidates. So I've got a wooden shelf over there. So I think what I'm going to do is get rid of that, put this over there, and then anything that's on that shelf that fits in here can go in here. Otherwise, it'll go. So that's kind of my plan right now. Now, one drawback, like these drawers too, they're all on rollers and everything inside here. So it's got like a little roller on the end of each one. But this is the drawback there, in that this used to have like dividers or something in it one time, and then they fitted that slot. So that's not all that handy for putting whatever tools and stuff into it. Won't quite work that good. It'll all end up at the very bottom. So I was trying to decide what can I use to fill that in. I was thinking some like quarter-inch plywood or something like that. But then I remembered I saved these are actually laminations out of a big transformer. So we had we broke that transformer down. We had literally hundreds of pounds of this stuff. So I kept a few pieces of it, just thinking, that might come in handy someday. Not knowing what. But actually that'll work good in there. So what I'm going to do is just trim that to size to fit in there. And then I'll just put a couple of dabs of PL Premium on it to keep it in place. It should work good. So I just did a count of these. I have enough to, looks like I have enough to do the 22 drawers. So this is, you know, one example where a bit of hoarding can come in handy. This stuff's nice and light, but once you put it across there, it's going to be, you're only trying to bridge a hole there that's 2 inches wide at the most, probably not even that, inch and a half. So that should work good. So it was a bit of a chore getting it back here. I had to strap it to the hand cart and wheel it back here, but I made it. So anyways, I thought I would just share my latest exciting hoarding acquisition. Hope everybody has a great weekend, and I'm sure I'll see some of you guys sometime this weekend. Bye for now.